Good afternoon. Very good afternoon. I am Suchit Sharma and I welcome all of you to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. Friends and students, we are discussing a very important topic, conversion under word formation. How a single word can perform different types of role while functioning differently in different sentences. As a word function differently, the meaning and the structure of the sentence changes. And most often than not, you will find that this happens at regular interval while you keep reading different kinds of articles, stories, novels, your textbook, whatever you are just going through, whatever you have available at the time you are reading at home or at college, school, anywhere. The most important thing is when you start looking at word in a different prospect, not only just as a reading prospect, but how the word function in a particular sentence. Now, when you watch carefully how a word function in a sentence, you will start not only noticing the structure of the sentence, but also the function of the word, how it plays its role in a particular given sentence. This is what that plays the most significant role in reading comprehensions or cloze test. So this is the most important thing when we will discuss advanced level word formation, advanced level cloze test and RC. So this is the basic class, and that's why the word you can see on the screen are very common, very easy to understand, but their function is totally different and it will baffle you most of the time. You will keep scratching your head how it can be possible that a single word can perform so different role in different sentences. That's why we are here, and we are here to learn these things. So let's begin today's class with some more words. And the first word you can see on the screen of the board, this is little. Yes, little. Little can function in three different ways. Little can function in three different ways. Little can be an adjective, little can be a noun, and little can be an adverb. And in every sentence, when little works as an adjective, let me tell you one thing more, that when you use little, it just gives you a negative sense. Yes, negative sense. When there is indefinite article before little, like a little, this gives positive sense. It means some. And when there is definite article before little, the little, it sounds like whatever is there. It signifies quantity and qualifies an uncountable noun. So this is the uniqueness of little, a little, and the little. Here, little means no, close to nothing. Yes, it gives negative sense. But in all these three forms, little, a little, or the little works as an adjective in a particular given sentence before a noun. Like you can see in the first sentence, there is little danger in going there. It means there is no danger in going there. Yes, my dear, there is no danger in going there. Here, little is used before danger, and danger is actually a noun, and uncountable noun. That's why little is functioning as an adjective. Now in the second sentence, little is functioning as a noun. Man wants but little here below. Here, little functions as a noun. And in the third one, adverb. He eats very little. Now it signifies, it just modifies the verb eat. That's why little is functioning as an adverb. And whether it works as an adjective or it works as an adverb, in both the cases you will find it functioning negatively. That's why little as an adjective or as an adverb functions negatively. You will always find its meaning in negative sense. Remember that. This is the most important thing. Now, there is another word, more. Very common word, more. Yes, like little, this word more, which is actually comparative degree, CD, comparative degree of many and much. The comparative degree of many is more, the comparative degree of much is more. And more can function three different ways in three different sentences, as we have seen in little. More also functions in three different ways. More can function like an adjective, like a pronoun, yes. And more can also function as an adverb. In the first sentence, you can see we want more man. More is just before a noun. And when it is before a noun, it is actually qualifying the noun. That's why we can say that it is functioning as an adjective here. And in the second sentence, when you see that more of, whenever you see this pattern, any of, many of, all of, either of, neither of, each of, whenever you see such kind of pattern, just remember one thing, the word before of is functioning as a pronoun. Remember this. Remember this, and you will have this idea, and it will help you most of the time. Okay, then now let's come to another word. You should talk less and more and work more. Here more is functioning as an adverb because it is telling about talk. The same thing is here. It means more can function in three different ways, as an adjective, as a pronoun, as an adverb. Krishna Singh ji, this is actually written what I am teaching right now. The same word used as different parts of speech. A word can function in more than one role. A word can have different meanings in different sentences. A word can have different parts of speech in different sentences. The same word can perform and act differently. The same word can have different functions in different sentences. It is very rare that a single word have a single meaning in English language. Almost every word has a second or third meaning. Why is it? It is just because they function differently in different sentences. As the sentence changes and the structure of the sentence changes, the function of the word also changes. And if the function of the word changes, the parts of speech of the word also changes. That's why meaning changes according to the sentence, according to the structure of the sentence and the context. That's what we are discussing right now, and we have been discussing it for last 3 or 4 lectures. I believe you now may have a clear picture what is just going right now. So let's move to another word. The word is much. A very common, a very normal word, much. Many and much. Much actually acts as an adjective and modify, and it actually qualifies an uncountable noun. Many countable noun and much uncountable noun. And here you can see that much can function in 2 different ways, adjective and pronoun, and similarly like more, you can see of is there, much of. And whenever you find of, each of, much of, many of, remember this, the word before of is a pronoun. Very easy to understand. Let's move to another words. It also works as an adverb. He boasts too much. Now much is actually modifying boast. Very easy to understand. Now take another word, near. A very easy word, near. It means close to, you know. And near can perform in 4 different ways. Near can perform in 4 different ways. It means it can function in 4 different ways in different sentences. In the first sentence, the near, you see, as used in the sentence, the structure of the sentence suggests that it actually is modifying draw. Draw near and listen. Draw near and listen. It means near is modifying draw. That's why it is functioning as an adverb. In the second sentence, his house is near the temple. Now it is before a noun, and you know that all the preposition technically mean their position is just before the noun, because it shows the relationship of a noun or pronoun to other noun or a pronoun in a particular sentence, and their position is just before. So in the second sentence, you will see that near is functioning as a preposition. And in the third sentence, it is adjective. He is a near relation, because relation is a noun and it is actually qualifying the noun relation. That's why it is functioning as an adjective in this particular sentence. And in the last and the fourth one, it is functioning as a verb. The time nears. The time closes, the time goes by, the time nears. Here near works as a verb. So it can function in 4 different ways. All the words we discussed in our previous lectures, in our previous classes, and we are discussing right now. We are discussing all the functions that a single word can perform. Remember this. This is the most important thing. Now another word, take another word, need. Need or needs, whatever you may take, need or needs. Now need can function as a noun, as a verb, and as an adverb. In this sentence, my needs are few. Here is a very interesting fact, like little. Little is a negative word. I just told you, little is a negative word. A little and the little are positive words, but the meaning of all the 3, few, a few, and the few, like a little, little, and the little are different. Few is a negative word. Few, remember this, like little. Few is a negative word. When you say few, it means no, it means close to nothing. When you say I have few, I saw few boys there, it means you saw close to none. You have actually seen no boys there. It gives negative meaning. When you say a few, it means some. And when you say the few, it means whatever were there, all of them. Yes. So this is actually the difference. So here is few, but we are not focusing on few right now. We are focusing on needs. Needs is just after my, and whatever word you see after my is actually a noun. Just you can recollect it. My father, my mother, my brother, my sister, my pen, my pencil. What do you see after my? You see that whenever you use my, you put a noun just after it. It means whatever word comes after my, it will be a noun. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So in the same way, we can judge that needs is a noun here. Now in the second sentence, verb. It needs to be done with care, and it is very easy to understand because most of the time you will find yourself and others using need as a verb. And you can see here as well that need is working as a verb. And now in the third one, he needs, must come. He needs must come. His needs must come. Now here needs is actually a totally different way of working and functioning in this sentence. It is actually an old use. Now it is obsolete. Let's move to another word, neither. Pronunciation may different, neither, neither, American and British, no matter. It can function as a conjunction, as an adjective, and as a pronoun. When we say that it is working as a pronoun, you will find of or just verb after that, like this. Neither will. You will understand that this is functioning as a pronoun. In adjective, you will find it before a noun. Whenever it is before a noun, it will function as an adjective. And in the first sentence, everybody knows either or, neither nor. So you may say that neither will be a conjunction, and there is no doubt about it. And everybody almost have no confusion about it that neither is a conjunction. But the most important fact is that you should keep in mind that nor is always going to be with neither, because whenever neither is functioning as a conjunction, then you will find nor. But if neither is working as a adjective or as a pronoun, there is no nor with that. Similarly, we studied in the case of either. It is not necessary that all the time you will find or with either. If either is a conjunction, you will find or. If either is not a conjunction, you are not going to get or with that. If either is working as an adjective or as a pronoun, there is no chance you are going to get or. So remember this, or is not always going to be with either. Similarly, nor is always going to be with neither. Let's move and take some more examples like next. Next can function in 4 different ways in these 4 different sentences. Like so many words we discussed, it can also function in 4 different ways. As you can see on the screen, next can function as an adjective. Yes. And very easy to understand and very easy to recognize because it is just before a noun. Next Monday. It means it is coming just before Monday. So you can identify very easily that in the first sentence, next is functioning as an adjective. What next? What next? Here, next is functioning as an adverb. Yes. And now in the third one, he was sitting next here. He was sitting next her or next to her. And here, next functioning as a preposition. And noun, of course, I shall tell you more about it in my next. So these are some peculiar examples. These are some unusual examples from your point of view. But these are so important examples in which it is very difficult to just identify the parts of speech of a particular word because the function of the word is so differently that you are not going to easily understand and identify the actual function. And that's why many students make mistake, and that's why this is also very important. Remember this, all this exercise is from the famous book, authentic book, the most authentic book, I must say, Renan Martin. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. This is another word like take the word no, and you will find that this word no is actually functioning in these 3 different ways in these 3 sentences. Like so many words we discussed earlier, this word a very normal, a very common word no can function in three different ways. It can function as an adjective, it can function as an adverb, and also as a noun. You can see that in the first sentence. It is no joke. Yes, joke. It is no joke. No is just before a joke. It means just before a noun. That's why it is an adjective. Now, he is no more. You have heard this line in movies when someone is in very serious or critical condition and the doctor says he is no more, she is no more. You understood immediately what actually happened. So no, here no modifies more. More is actually an adjective here, and that's why no is performing as an adverb. And in the third sentence, noun, I will not take a no. Yes, I will not take a no. Here no is actually functioning as a noun. Now take another word, once. It can function as an adverb, as a conjunction, and as a noun. In the first sentence, I was young once upon a time. Yes, this is the same once upon a time. It is an adverb. Once he hesitates, we have him. Once he hesitates, here once can replace. Here one is replacing if. If he hesitates, we have him. Here once replaces if. That's why once is functioning as a conjunction. Very important. Very important. Very important. Remember this. And noun. Please help me for once. And everybody knows that after preposition you will find noun or pronoun in objective case. That's why this is for is a preposition, and whatever you see after just that, it will be a noun or a pronoun. It is not a pronoun. That's why it is a noun, functioning as a noun here. Very easy to recognize and identify. So we discussed so many words. Here are some words we will discuss. We will discuss today and we will finish it out so that we will have a totally new topic tomorrow. Let's see here. One, when can perform in three different ways: adjective, pronoun, or as a noun as well. You can see in these three different sentences. Only can have three functions. Remember this, only can have three functions. It can work as an adjective, it can work as an adverb, and it can also work as a conjunction. And that's also with over. Over can perform in three different ways: as an adverb, as a noun, and as a preposition. Just take a screenshot of it and recognize yourself. It is your task to do that. And if you have any confusion, just write down in the comment box. I will just clarify it, I will elucidate it, and you will have then a very clear picture. This is your job, this is your task for today. So this is the segment. This was actually a very long session. We discussed word formation and under that conversion. Now the topic is over and we will have a totally new topic: the function of a word under parts of speech. And then we will have one by one each and every topic under parts of speech. So that's all for today. We will meet tomorrow with new topic. Till then, goodbye.